Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Best English Podcast. I'm your host, Olivia.
And I'm James. It's so great to be with all of you again. How are you doing, Olivia?
I'm doing really well, James. I'm feeling super energized today, which is a nice change. I had a huge cup of coffee this morning.
The magic of coffee. I know exactly what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my day doesn't officially start until I've had my first sip.
Oh, absolutely. And that actually brings us to our topic for today. We thought it would be fun and really, really useful to just talk, to have a conversation about everyday life.
Exactly. We're not going to teach you a bunch of grammar rules or give you a long vocabulary list. The goal today is for you to just listen. We're going to talk about daily routines, running errands, making plans, the normal stuff that we all do.
The kind of English you actually use when you talk to people. So find a comfortable spot, maybe grab your own cup of coffee or tea, and just hang out with us. This is all about listening practice and getting used to the natural flow of a conversation.
That's the key word, flow. Conversations aren't perfect. We interrupt each other, we pause, we say and that's completely normal. So don't worry about understanding every single word. Just try to get the general idea.
Perfect. So, speaking of coffee and mornings, tell me about your morning, James. Were you an early bird today, or did the snooze button win?
Oh, the snooze button. It's my best friend and my worst enemy. I think I hit it 3 times this morning. I'm really not a morning person, Olivia. I try to be, I really do. I set my alarm for 6:30 a.m. with the best intentions.
The best intentions. I know that feeling. So, what happens after you finally manage to get out of bed?
Well, it's a slow process. I stumble out of bed, head straight to the kitchen, and put the kettle on for some tea. I'm more of a tea person in the morning, actually. Coffee comes later for me. While the water is boiling, I'll usually check my phone, scroll through some news headlines, see what's happening in the world.
See, I'm the opposite. I can't look at my phone first thing. It's too much information for my brain to handle right after waking up. I need a quiet moment. I get up, and the very first thing I do is open the curtains to let some sunlight in. It helps me wake up naturally. Then it's straight to the coffee machine. The sound and the smell of the coffee brewing, that's what really wakes me up.
That sounds so much more peaceful than my routine. Mine is more like alarm blaring, stumble, phone screen, caffeine. So, after your peaceful coffee moment, what's next?
Then I'll hop in the shower. I like taking a shower in the morning. It feels like it washes the sleep away. After that, I have to figure out what to wear, which can sometimes be the biggest challenge of the entire day.
Oh, tell me about it. I stand in front of my closet for a good 10 minutes just staring. It's like I have all these clothes, but nothing to wear. I usually just end up grabbing a simple t-shirt and a pair of jeans. I like to keep it casual.
Me too, most of the time, especially if I'm working from home. Today, I picked a comfy sweater because it's a little chilly outside. After getting dressed, I'll make a quick breakfast. Usually just some yogurt with granola and berries. Something light and easy. What about you? Big breakfast or small breakfast?
It depends on the day. During the week, it's pretty small. Maybe just a piece of toast with some butter and jam while I'm finishing my tea. But on the weekends, I love to make a big breakfast. We're talking pancakes, eggs, sausages, the whole deal.
Now you're making me hungry. A big weekend breakfast is one of life's simple pleasures.
It really is. So, after your light and healthy breakfast, you're ready to face the day?
Pretty much. I'll brush my teeth, pack my bag with my laptop, my notebook, my water bottle, all the essentials. And then I'm out the door. My commute isn't too bad, thankfully. It's about a 20-minute drive to the studio here.
You drive? See, I usually take the bus. I actually kind of enjoy it. I put on my headphones, listen to a podcast, like this one, or some music, and just watch the city go by. It's a nice way to transition into work mode.
That does sound nice. Sometimes driving can be stressful, especially if there is a lot of traffic. You're sitting there, stuck, thinking about all the things you need to do. Maybe I should try taking the bus one of these days.
You should. It's a different experience. Anyway, it seems like we both eventually made it here, which is the important part.
Yes, we did. And now I'm thinking we should pretend to go on an errand, a very important errand, getting more coffee.
I am 100% on board with that idea. Let's imagine we're walking into our favorite little coffee shop down the street. What's the first thing you notice?
The smell. It's that amazing mix of roasted coffee beans and sweet pastries. It's so warm and welcoming, and I love the quiet hum of the espresso machine and the soft music they usually have playing in the background.
Yes, it's such a cozy atmosphere. Okay, we're at the counter. The barista is smiling at us. "Hi there, what can I get for you today?" she asks. You go first, Olivia. What's your order?
Okay. Hi, can I please get a large iced latte with oat milk? That's my go-to order, especially when the weather is nice.
Good choice. And the barista would probably ask, would you like any flavored syrup in that? Vanilla or caramel?
Oh, no thank you. Just the plain latte is perfect for me.
I'm a purist when it comes to coffee.
A purist. I like that. Okay, my turn. I think I'm in the mood for something hot. Hi, I'll have a medium cappuccino, please. And, I'd be looking at the glass case with all the pastries. This is always the hardest part for me.
The temptation is real. The croissants, the muffins, the scones, they all look so good.
They really do. You know what? I'd say I'll also take one of those almond croissants. They look delicious.
Excellent decision. The barista would then say, all right, so that's one large iced latte with oat milk and one medium cappuccino with an almond croissant. Will that be for here or to go?
Let's say for here. We want to sit down and enjoy the atmosphere, right?
Absolutely. So we'd say, for here, please. Then she'd tell us the total. That'll be $12.50. We'd pay, probably with a card. Just tap here, please.
And then she'd say, great, we'll call your name when your order is ready, and we'd go find a nice little table by the window.
This is such a common everyday interaction, but it uses so much great vocabulary. You have the names of the drinks, latte, cappuccino. You have sizes, small, medium, large. You have options, like different kinds of milk or syrups.
And phrases like, could I please get, or I'll have, which are polite ways to order. Plus, for here or to go. These are super useful phrases for anyone visiting an English-speaking country.
Totally. And it's a low-pressure situation. If you say something and the barista doesn't understand, they'll just ask you to repeat it. It's a great place to practice your speaking.
For sure. So we're sitting at our table now, sipping our drinks. The coffee's amazing. The croissant is flaky and delicious. This is nice.
It really is. But speaking of errands, this little coffee run reminds me, I actually do have a few things I need to do after we finish recording today. My to-do list is a mile long.
Oh no. What's on the list? Anything I can help with?
That's sweet of you, but it's just the usual boring stuff. First, I have to stop by the grocery store. My fridge is tragically empty. We're talking a bottle of ketchup and one sad-looking lemon.
I've been there. The empty fridge is a sad sight. Do you make a shopping list or do you just wander the aisles and hope for the best?
Oh, I have to make a list. If I don't, I'll forget the most important things, like milk or bread, and I'll come home with a bag full of ice cream and potato chips.
A person after my own heart. My list is my lifeline at the grocery store. I even organize it by section. Produce, dairy, pantry items. It makes the trip so much faster.
Wow, that's next level organized. I'm impressed. My list is usually just a random collection of words scribbled on the back of an envelope. So I'll need to pick up the basics: milk, eggs, bread, some chicken breasts. Then I need lots of fruits and vegetables: apples, bananas, some lettuce and tomatoes for salads.
That sounds like a standard grocery run. So, you get to the store, you grab a shopping cart or a trolley, as they say in some places, and you head in. Where do you usually start?
I always start in the produce section. It feels good to get all the healthy stuff first, you know? I'll pick out my fruits and veggies. I like to check for freshness, make sure the lettuce isn't wilted and the bananas aren't too bruised.
Smart. After the produce, I usually head to the back of the store for the dairy and meat, and then I work my way back to the front through the middle aisles, where all the packaged food is. The aisles can be confusing sometimes, with signs like Aisle 5, canned goods and soups, or Aisle 8, cereals and breakfast.
Right, and you're walking down the aisle looking for, say, tomato sauce, and there are 20 different brands. It can be overwhelming. You have to compare prices, maybe read the labels to check the ingredients.
Totally. And then comes the final step, the checkout. This is a big question, Olivia. Do you prefer the regular checkout lane with a cashier, or are you a fan of the self-checkout?
Ooh, good question. I think I prefer the self-checkout, but only if I have a few items. It's quick and I don't have to make small talk. But if I have a full cart of groceries, I definitely go to a cashier. It's just easier than trying to scan and bag everything myself. How about you?
I'm with you on that. Self-checkout is great for a quick trip, but I do find that sometimes the machine gets angry at me. In a robot voice, "Unexpected item in the bagging area. Please wait for assistance." It's so stressful.
Yes, and then you have to stand there awkwardly while everyone in line behind you stares, waiting for an employee to come and fix it. It's the worst.
It is. But anyway, you pay, you get your receipt, you take your bags, and you've survived the grocery store. What's next on your list of errands?
After the groceries, I need to swing by the post office. I have a small package to mail to my sister for her birthday. It's a bit late, so I need to send it as soon as possible.
Ah, the post office. Another classic errand. So you'll have to wait in line there, too.
Probably. The line at the post office can be really long sometimes, especially around lunchtime. When I get to the counter, I'll need to say something like, "Hi, I'd like to mail this package to this address, please." I'll have the address written down clearly.
And they'll weigh the package to see how much it costs to send. They'll ask you, do you want to send it with standard shipping or express?
Since it's already late, I'll probably have to choose express shipping, even though it's more expensive. I'll also need to buy some stamps for a few letters I have to send. So I'll ask, could I also get 5 stamps, please?
And just like that, another errand is done. Your to-do list is getting shorter. Anything else?
Just one last stop. I need to go to the bank to deposit a check. It's a quick one. I can just use the ATM outside.
The ATM is a lifesaver. It's so much faster than going inside and waiting for a bank teller. So you just put your card in, enter your PIN, select deposit, and follow the instructions on the screen.
Exactly. And then, finally, I can go home and put all my groceries away. That's my least favorite part of the whole process, honestly, unpacking everything.
I agree. It feels like the errand isn't truly over until the last can of soup is in the cupboard. Well, that sounds like a busy afternoon for you.
It does, doesn't it? It makes me think we should plan something fun for the weekend to relax after a week of work and errands. What are you up to this weekend, James?
You know, I don't have any solid plans yet. I was thinking of just relaxing at home, maybe reading a book, but I'm open to suggestions.
Well, how about we catch a movie? There's a new comedy that just came out that I've been dying to see. I heard it's hilarious.
Oh, a movie sounds great. I'm definitely in the mood for a good laugh. What's it called?
I think it's called Midnight Muffin. It's about a baker who accidentally switches his muffins with his secret agent's spy gadgets.
That sounds completely ridiculous. I love it. Let's do it. When works for you? Are you free on Saturday evening?
Saturday evening is perfect for me. We could maybe grab a bite to eat before the movie. What do you think?
I think that's an excellent idea. It gives us more time to hang out and chat. What kind of food are you feeling?
I could go for anything really. Italian, Mexican. What are you in the mood for?
You know, there's that new Italian place that opened up near the movie theater. I've heard good things about their pasta. We could give that a try.
Ooh, I'm craving a good pasta. That sounds like a plan. So, what time should we meet? The movie probably starts around 7:30 or 8 p.m. We could meet at the restaurant at, say, 6 p.m.?
6 o'clock at the Italian place sounds perfect. That gives us plenty of time to eat without rushing. Should I book a table? It might be busy on a Saturday night.
That's a good idea. It's always better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to show up and have to wait for an hour.
All right. I'll call them later today and make a reservation for 2 at 6 p.m. on Saturday. I'm already looking forward to it.
Me too. It's so nice to have something fun to look forward to during the week. It really helps you get through the tough days.
It really does. It's all about that work-life balance, you know? You have to make time for things you enjoy, not just work and errands. Speaking of things we enjoy, it makes me curious. Besides going to the movies, what do you like to do in your free time, Olivia? What are some of your hobbies?
That's a fun question. Well, lately I've gotten really into gardening. It started with just one little plant on my windowsill, and now my apartment is starting to look like a jungle.
A jungle. I love that. What do you like about it?
I find it so relaxing. Taking care of the plants, watering them, watching them grow, it's very mindful. It forces me to slow down and focus on something simple. Plus, it's really rewarding when a new leaf appears or a flower starts to bloom. It feels like a little victory. What about you? Do you have any hobbies?
I do. I've been playing the guitar for years. I'm not amazing or anything. I'm definitely not going to be a rock star, but I love it.
That's so cool. I've always wanted to learn a musical instrument. How did you get into it?
My uncle gave me his old acoustic guitar when I was a teenager, and I just started teaching myself by watching videos online. It was really difficult at first. My fingers hurt so much from pressing on the strings, but I stuck with it. And eventually, it became second nature.
That's amazing. What kind of music do you like to play?
All sorts of things. Sometimes I like to play classic rock songs, other times just some simple, calming melodies. It's a great way to de-stress after a long day. If I'm feeling frustrated or tired, I can just pick up my guitar and play for half hour, and I feel so much better afterwards.
I completely get that. It's like an escape, isn't it? For me, gardening is my escape. For you, it's music. I think it's so important for everyone to have something like that.
I agree. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. It could be reading or drawing or going for a run or even just binge watching a good TV series.
Oh, don't even get me started on binge watching shows. That's another one of my hobbies, if you can call it that. There's nothing like getting cozy on the couch with a blanket and a snack and just losing yourself in a good story for a few hours.
What's your favorite show right now? I'm looking for a new one to start.
Okay, you have to watch The Crown. I know I'm late to the party, but it's so good. The acting, the costumes, the history, I'm completely hooked.
I've heard great things about it. I'll add it to my list. I just finished a really fun sci-fi show called The Expanse. It was incredible. The story is so complex and the special effects are amazing.
See, it's fun to talk about these things. Hobbies are a great way to connect with people. You find out you have shared interests.
Absolutely. Oh, shoot. Speaking of things that connect us, My phone is about to die. I think I have like 2% battery left.
Oh no, the dreaded low battery warning. It always happens at the worst times. Do you have your charger with you?
I thought I did, but I'm checking my bag and nope. I must have left it at home this morning when I was rushing. This is a bit of a problem. I need to call the restaurant to make that reservation for us.
Don't worry, I've got you covered. I have a portable power bank right here in my purse. Let me just find it. Ah, here it is. You can use this.
Olivia, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so much. I always forget to bring mine. You're so much more prepared than I am.
Well, I've learned from experience. I've been stranded with a dead phone too many times. It's not a fun feeling. Here's the cable too. Does that fit your phone?
Yes, it's the right one. Perfect. Whew. Crisis averted. Thank you. This is a good example of a small, everyday problem. Your phone dying or, oh, this is a classic one for me, losing my keys.
Oh, don't even talk about it. I do that all the time. The panic you feel when you can't find your keys is the worst. You check your pockets, your purse, the table.
And you start with tracing your steps. Like, okay, I came in the door, I put my coat down, I went to the kitchen. It's like being a detective in your own home.
And 99% of the time, they are in the most obvious place. Like in the pocket of the coat you just took off, or sitting right on the counter where you left them.
Exactly. But for those 5 minutes of searching, you're convinced you've lost them forever and you're going to have to change all the locks on your house.
It's so true. It's funny how our brains jump to the worst case scenario over such a tiny thing. But these little problems are part of daily life. Things go wrong. You forget your charger, you misplace your keys, you spill coffee on your shirt right before a big meeting.
The coffee spill, a true classic. The key is not to panic, right? There's usually a simple solution. You can borrow a charger, you can retrace your steps to find your keys, you can dab the coffee stain with some water.
Exactly. And it's a good reminder that it's okay to ask for help too. Like, you just asked me if I had a charger. It's not a big deal. People are usually happy to help with small things.
That's a really good point. It's all part of interacting with people every day. Well, now that my phone is charging, thanks to you, I'm starting to think about winding down for the day. All this talk of errands and problems is making me tired.
I know what you mean. The day is almost over. What's your typical evening routine like? How do you unwind after a day like today?
Well, after I get home, the first thing I do is change out of my work clothes and into something super comfortable, like sweatpants and a hoodie. It's like a signal to my brain that the workday is over and it's time to relax.
Yes, the comfy clothes transformation is essential. I do the same thing. Then what?
Then I'll usually start thinking about dinner. Sometimes I'll cook something proper, but if I'm feeling lazy, I'm not afraid to just make a simple sandwich or even order a pizza. I try not to be too hard on myself.
I'm a big fan of the lazy dinner. My go-to is scrambled eggs on toast. It's fast, it's easy, and it's surprisingly satisfying.
That's a great one. After dinner, I like to just chill out for a bit. Maybe I'll put on some music, or I'll call a friend or family member to catch up. I try to stay off my work email and just disconnect.
Disconnecting is so important. My evening is pretty similar. I'll make dinner, and then I'll probably settle on the couch to watch an episode of that show I told you about. It's my way of turning my brain off for a little while.
What about right before bed? Do you have any rituals to help you sleep?
I do. I try to read a book for about 20 or 30 minutes before I turn out the light. It helps my eyes get tired, and it's much better than staring at a bright phone screen, which I hear is terrible for sleep.
I've heard that too, but I'm so bad at it. I often find myself scrolling through social media right before I go to sleep, even though I know I shouldn't.
It's a hard habit to break, but reading really helps me. I'll make a cup of herbal tea, get into bed, and just read until I feel my eyelids getting heavy. So, this brings up another classic question. Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Oh, I am 100% a night owl. We already established that I am not a morning person. My best ideas and feel most creative late at night, from about 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. My brain just comes alive. The downside is that waking up is a real struggle.
I'm the opposite. I'm an early bird. I love the quiet of the early morning. I feel most productive and clear-headed between, say, 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. But by 10 p.m., my brain is turning to mush. I can barely form a coherent sentence.
It's funny how different people can be. There's no right or wrong way. It's just how we're wired.
Exactly. And I think that's a great way to think about this whole conversation we've had today. We talked about so many different things: our morning routines, ordering coffee, going to the grocery store, making plans, our hobbies, our evening routines.
And through all of it, we saw that even though we do similar things, we do them in our own way. I'm a night owl, you're an early bird. I like tea in the morning, you need coffee. But we can still connect and have a conversation about it.
That's the beauty of it. And for everyone listening, we hope this has been helpful. We hope you could hear the natural rhythm of our conversation, how we asked questions, how we agreed with each other using phrases like, "Oh, absolutely," or "That's so true."
We hope you notice the little filler words like you know, and well. Native speakers use these all the time. They give us a moment to think about what we want to say next. So don't be afraid to use them. It actually makes you sound more natural.
And please, please don't worry if you didn't understand every single word. The goal of listening practice isn't to understand 100% of everything. It's about getting the main idea, getting a feel for the language, and picking up a few new words and phrases along the way.
The most important thing you can do to improve your English is just expose yourself to it as much as possible. Listen to podcasts like this one, watch movies, find music you like. The more you listen, the more comfortable you will become.
And don't be afraid to speak, even if you just practice by yourself. Try describing your own morning routine out loud. What did you do this morning? Tell the story to yourself. Or pretend you're at a coffee shop and practice ordering your favorite drink.
That's a fantastic piece of advice. Practice doesn't have to be in front of a big audience. It can just be for you. Every little bit helps build your confidence. And remember, making mistakes is a normal and necessary part of learning. Every single English speaker you meet has made thousands of mistakes to get where they are.
So be patient and be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is a journey, not a race. And we're so happy to be a small part of your journey.
We really are. Well, Olivia, this has been a really fun chat. I feel like we just covered a whole day in the life.
Me too. And now I'm really looking forward to our movie and pasta night on Saturday.
It's a date. I'll call the restaurant right now while my phone still has some battery.
Good idea. And to all our amazing listeners out there, thank you so much for tuning in to the Best English Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our everyday conversation.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and we'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.